Hello everyone, welcome back to Exit Entries. I hope you have all enjoyed this series so far, because now it's time to get into characters that really interest me. Frankly, Bracelety and Pencil are two characters I find to be okay. I'm relatively neutral to both of them. But today isn't the case. Today we take a look into Lie, one of BFB's most fascinating contestants, and probably the most wasted. If you haven't seen the first two episodes in this series, go check them out. Or don't. I don't really care. Link is in the description if you are interested. Anyways, enough babbling, let's get straight into this.
Because I see her just standing silent for hours. I want to know what's going on inside her head.
Before we get into Lie's actual performance on the show, I would like to bring to light the fact that Lie's a special contestant, in that she was one of 4 complete newbies of BFB, meaning this is the very first time viewers are getting to see her. Every other character outside of these 4 were already established in previous seasons, and viewers were at least able to get a glimpse at them before they were sent to the low purgatory for 5 years. My point is, Lie has to make a strong first impression, since this is her very first time appearing in the series, and with such a big cast, she needs to do something to stand out. And stand out she did. Lie immediately comes off as an explorer and is naturally curious, with her first action in the show being to try to make Teardrop talk, something a lot of fans wanted Teardrop to do for a while. We then get to see another crucial part of her character, her inability to know what the hell boundaries are. After persuading Ice Cube to help her get Teardrop to talk, Clock defends Teardrop, and when Ice Cube wants to stop jamming her feet down Teardrop's... Why the fuck did I write that? Lie gets upset. Now, while Lie's character could have just ended there, an adventurous type who oversteps her boundaries, she also gets the added bonus of learning from her mistakes, as she's able to come to realize what she did was wrong, and even makes amends with Clock. So in this small minute-long scene, the viewers already have a great understanding of Lie's personality, her flaws, and her interests. Compared to other contestants who made their first real appearance in BFB1, Lie's already able to establish a clear-cut personality in her very first scene, and she just popped in out of nowhere. After 4 and X are introduced to the cast, Lie takes special note of their texture and how unique they are, once again highlighting her curious nature. As the teams begin forming, Lie's the first person who becomes fascinated with Pai's lack of murders, and it's here when we get introduced to Lie's most interesting character trait, her dark past. Lie briefly hints towards some dark and horrific history before the events of BFB, and these events were so disturbing she couldn't even mention them. So to clarify, in about 2 minutes of screen time, we have one of the most fleshed out and interesting characters in all of BFDI, becoming one of the very few contestants to have some sort of past before the events of the competition. Gee, this Lie character seems pretty cool. I wonder what else we'll learn about this horrific past. Maybe we'll see some flashbacks and get some extra context. This could be the start of an awesome character arc, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Lie doesn't even do anything past the formation of Death Pact, so we'll get to BFB 2. And there's even more lore for Lie. Apparently, she has some sort of bitter rivalry between Folding and Stapy, which now raises several questions. Why do they hate each other? What caused them to hate each other in the first place? Was it because of Lie's dark past? Maybe she killed people close to Folding and Stapy. So in these past 2 episodes, the writers have slowly built up Lie to be this super mysterious character with one of the most intriguing backstories out of any BFB contestant, who is now trying to right her wrongs of the past by working to prevent death. This is legitimately a really cool character concept to come from BFB, which up until now just sort of had characters pop in suddenly and commit funny doings. By the time BFB 3 rolls around, Lie appears in the opening buying fork propellant off of Lollipop, highlighting her desire to save lives, spraying her team, and keeping them safe from Jellison's forks. Sure hope that doesn't bite her in the ass later. Now we reach BFB 4, and once again, we're shown 2 of Lie's key traits, her sense of adventure and her lack of respect for others' boundaries as she climbs bells, searching for adventure. As the challenge is happening, we see the consequences of buying fork propellant off of Lollipop, and surprise surprise, she got bit in the ass, and now has hundreds of forks surrounding her, leaving her trapped and unable to do anything as the rest of the team has to try and keep 4 from getting stabbed. Due to the team's desire to keep 4 safe, they lose the challenge. But I'm sure Lie's fine. She's easily the most interesting character in Death Pact.
Oh no, I'm in the bottom too?
Wait a minute.
Hi, bye, Lie.
What?
No. 4, I don't like that. Could you suck her up?
That's it? That's Lie's entire character arc? That was just a bunch of cheap exposition! Yeah, in case it wasn't clear from the start, this elimination infuriates me. Out of all the Exiters, this is one of, I think, 3 that just bewilders the hell out of me. I genuinely can't wrap my head around why Lai was eliminated here. But I'll talk all about that in the next section.
I thought you guys would support me, but I guess you won't.
In all honesty, this part of the video isn't even scripted. I just have bullet points here that I'm going to list off and probably rant. So, first of all, Pi wasn't present at all in BFB 4. So why the hell was Lai chosen to be eliminated? Pi didn't even try to save 4. She didn't even appear in the episode. There was no screen time. How I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. They chose a character who couldn't do anything to be eliminated because maybe she's a little pushy over one of the most boring BFB contestants. I hate to say it, I don't think Pi's a good contestant. She's super just uninteresting, and nothing changed after she. Oh my god, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. After saving Pi didn't do anything because Pi didn't. She wasn't responsible for anything major in BFB after Lai left. Lai could have been a really cool contestant. We could have learned more about her past and her hatred for Foldy, but no, we get her out of here, and now Pi's here, and she does literally nothing for the rest of the series, and gets eliminated first in Teapot. That's just lovely. Pi was also the only member of Death Pact who actually attempted to accomplish their goal. Bottle makes jokes about wanting to prevent death, and her entire team dies, but we see outside of BFB4, Lai's the only one who actually. In her one scene, buying fork or pulling off a lollipop, she's already doing more than most of the team to try to actively avoid death. And then after she's eliminated, we just then get revealed that she did the most amount of death prevention on the entire team. So, I mean, it would have been nice to know that before she got eliminated. Maybe that would have changed some viewers' opinions. Lai was also the most, deep, what's the word? She was the most in-depth character out of anyone on the team. I mean, Penn's cool, but he didn't have much to him. Most of the other team was newbies. Black Hole, Tree, Bottle, Pi, Remote. Lai did so much more in her first 4 episodes to win the viewers over. I can't understand why she was voted off first. She had an amazing backstory that was completely wasted. We don't know what her dark past was. We don't know how many people she killed. We don't know why Lai hates Foldy and Stapy. We just don't know. Lai isn't a mean character. She has character flaws. She's pushy, like I said. She doesn't know what boundaries are. But, really? That doesn't classify as a mean character. She isn't actively trying to hurt anyone. Hell, in the first episode, she makes amends with Clock. She isn't doing anything maliciously. She's curious and a bit, she doesn't know what boundaries are. So, I'm sorry. After all that, I just gotta say, this is the dumbest elimination in the entire show. Anyways, rant's over. Time to get to the next part, which is her redemption arc. So, we actually have something good looking up. Fuck.
I'm trying to say is we should try to escape from the exit. We're strong enough.
Despite the utter travesty that was Lai's run as a contestant, she stacks up way better as an exiter. Although she doesn't rejoin the game, making it to the top 5, somehow getting less votes than Bracelety, that doesn't stop her efforts to escape, as Lai's the first of the exiters to notice the back door and a potential escape for all of them. Although she fails to open the door in BFB 11, by the time BFB 16 comes around, she's up and ready to escape the exit for good, being one of the central figures in the escape plan, and is actually the one who rallies everyone together in the first place to escape. Even with her early exit thanks to the viewers, the writers still made sure to make Lai special, as she has slowly taken the title of leader in the exit, now making a majority of the major decisions made inside of 4. After the plan fails, Lai immediately bolts for the now barricaded door, tearing down the boards, determined to escape more than ever. With the back door now open and escape possible, everyone sprints for the exit as 4 captures her body, and Lai is one of only 2 contestants who shows any concern for her body, before ultimately leaving him behind. Lai takes the charge as the crew walks down the fading blue hallway, and eventually are met with a weird plains-like biome. This is Lai's last major character moment as of Teapot 9, as she takes a back seat in that episode to let characters like Stapy and Pencil have moments to shine. The last we've seen of her, she's a part of Stapy's crew heading off towards the waterfall. So yeah, although I've already discussed in detail how irritating it is to have a character like Lai get thrown to the curb by viewers, it's great to know that she has such an active role in the exit, guiding her friends through unknown territory. However, if I have to complain, I still have one issue And I think it's a great idea to make Bly the leader of the Exiters, but I just can't really buy her and Stapy working together so well. Besides Stapy teasing Lie once in BFB 11, the supposed history between the two was never brought up again outside of the episode it debuted in. Obviously, the fact that Lie and Stapy spent a considerable time in the exit, it means that it'd be easy to assume that they just made up off screen, but I don't know. It feels like that could have made for some really cool character development for the two of them. Maybe then we could have gotten an actual explanation on what happened with Lie in the past. But hey, Teapot's still ongoing, so who knows? Maybe we will get something.
A new adventure awaits. Let's go.
In case it hasn't been made painfully clear, I think Lie's a cool character. She's always been one of the most fascinating contestants of the entire show, and although a potentially amazing character arc was cut short because the viewers couldn't see anything in her, the writers didn't give up on her, and she's now one of the most popular contestants in the series, and is currently favored to rejoin Teapot given the chance. Funny thing is, I didn't even like Lie that much before making this video. I thought she was an alright character and it was cool that she was a leader of sorts, but that was about it. It wasn't until diving deeper into her character to make this video, I got more and more upset that people voted her off for no good reason. She isn't my favorite Exeter, but she is one I can heavily respect, and for that, I have to rate Lie an 8 out of 10. One of the Exeter's best. That wraps things up for episode 3 of Exit Entries. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been the episode I've been looking forward to the most out of the 3 so far. But I'm even more excited to talk about one of my favorite characters in BFDI, Robati. I just like him a lot. I'm really excited to make that video. Until we get there, let me know what you all think of Lie in the comments. So for now, farewell viewers, and please take care.